Hi, it's Denis Knight with Golf Traveler. Today I'm at Wedgewood Country Club. It's a little small 9-hole that rests just outside of Mountain Grove. Again, it's kind of a pay and play just like yesterday. And so I've put my money in the drop box and I am going to proceed to hole 1, which is right here. It's a nice little 9-hole, as I said. We'll move a little closer here into the sign and you can see we're looking roughly at, I'm going to go ahead and play whites today. So I'll be looking at about a par 5, 500 yard hole right off the bat. So it looks like it goes, looks like it goes pretty much straight ahead. So see if we can't get off the box and see what Wedgewood has to offer. This hole 1, par 5, is straight, but she's fairly long. Like I said, 500 yards. So you start there, and you see the fairways are a little spotty, but they're not bad for this time of year. And then as we move up the hill, then now you can see the green. I'm about to hit my 3rd shot. Sorry, I stepped in a hole. I'm about to hit my 3rd shot. I'm about 140 out. So this is hole 1. We'll see what the green looks like here in just a minute. As I approach the green of 1, you know, from here they look in pretty good shape. Yeah, and boy, they're pretty extensive too. So looks like some pretty good greens to play on. I got here in 3, so I've got a decent birdie putt, but you know me and my putting, you know, especially yesterday. Oh boy. All right, well, this is the green of 1. This is from the top side of 1, so it's got a little bit of undulation, but not too bad. Now 2 is a little par 3 that runs over here. Let's see if we can get down here and take a look at the sign. It looks like it's going to be about 185, so it'll be a pretty good pop for me on a par 3. So, but it's a little bit downhill. So, you know, maybe with some luck, and it's wide enough, so maybe we can get down there and at least get close to the green and get us a par. Here's the green of hole 2, the par 3. The hole 1 putted very well, so let's, you know, see no imperfections really on the green. So I'm sitting just slightly off. It was 185, and that's a little much for me. And I kind of overswung my 6 just slightly, but I'm about pin high. I can punch over. All right, this is hole 2, a par 3. As you leave the greens here at 2, then you just slightly move over here to 3. It's very efficiently laid out, thank goodness, because I'm walking today. This is a par 4, and it has a little bit of a dog down to the left down there. You got to go down to this valley down in here, it looks like, and dog down to the left. And then if you look real hard, you can see the green in the distance. Let me see if I can magnify this a little bit. Let's see if you can always do that. Yeah, that's a little bit, I guess. But the green sits up there on top of the hill, and so when I get down that valley there, I'll take another look and you can kind of see it a little bit better. But it's about 342 from whites. Okay, I'm now down in the fairway somewhat of hole 3, but the tee box is up there. You know, I play with a guy named Jansen George. He's always telling me, just go for it. So that's what I did. 342 up on the tee box. I drove my ball over these trees, and I landed, where am I? Right here somewhere. Oh, there I am. I landed right there. So you can see I'm 102 out. Now it's elevated, so probably gonna have to hit a pitching wedge to get it up there, but 102 out. Took the gamble, paid off. I'm on hole 3, a par 4. Well, I hit from down there and kind of popped her up, and I have successfully landed on the green, so on 2. So, and I parred the first 2 holes, so you know, it seems like I play better. Not that I want to play by myself all the time, but it seems like I focus. When I play with people, I get to chit-chatting and lose focus. But let's see if I can't get a birdie or at least maintain my pars. There's the green in the distance of 3. So actually on this, because the clubhouse is right to my right, so 1, 2, and 3 are on the right or behind the clubhouse. Now, as I'm on the side of the clubhouse and I come around, you can see back here, it looks as if the rest of the course, there's hole 4, and I see a multitude of, looks like holes, fairways in that direction. So I'm assuming then that 3 through 9, or I'm sorry, 4 through 9 are on this back side. Or maybe actually the front side of the clubhouse. Yes, because this is the way I came in. So, all right, let's go see what 4 looks like. We can see it in the distance as we walk towards it. It looks as if it's a, get around here. You can see the length of the fairway when I get around this tree. Yeah, it's a nice, looks like 465 for me, a par 5. So, and it's straight on. You can right up the alley there. So let's see. I was able to secure my par putt on 3. So here we are on 4 straightaway par 5. Now we're standing up above hole 4, the par 5. I reached in 3 and then 2 putted, but that's life for me. Okay, now we're going to swing slightly to the left. And it looks as though, as we approach it, looks as though we got about 170 yard par 3 here for our 5th hole. And it doesn't look like there's any obstacles, maybe a little sand on the right there. Looks like a little bit of an apron in the front. Looks like trouble in the back. So we probably don't want to overshoot this. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see the green down there. So par 3, let's see how she plays. There's a tee box of hole 5, which is a par 3. As I mentioned, it was about 176, and I hit off to the right, had to punch on, and then 2 putts. So I've got my first bogey. But my goodness, yesterday I had a double in the first hole, so I'm feeling pretty good today. Now, we're looking at hole 6 now of this hole 9 community golf course. And it's 346. It's got slight dog to the right, it looks like. See if we can't see the hole. We cannot. Or maybe it's right there on the other side of those trees up there. Let's see. I can't quite make out a green, but if I hit up there close to those trees, in that area up in there, surely I'll have a good look at it. All right, this will be hole 6. Now there's the tee box of 6. So a par 4. And there's a tree here. These trees on the right there. And then these trees on the left over here make for a pretty narrow little area that you have to kind of penetrate through here. I don't know if you can see it as well. Let me see if I can back out. So that makes that tee shot a little challenging. I got lucky. I'm dropped right. I don't know if you can see me. I'm right. Oh, there I am. I'm about 149 out. You can see, let me move forward here. You can kind of make out the green in the distance there. And it's down from me and looks like it's fairly large, so hopefully we can get down there and land on the green in 2. All right, this is hole 6, par 4. All right, here is hole 6 green. It's a par 4. I'm fairly close. I didn't get on in 2. Right over there by that little dirt or the darker area there. But I noticed in the distance, it looks like 7 from this side over to the other side, and the green is on that far bank over there. So we'll wait and see, but that looks like a little par 3 over the water for our next hole. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that might be a fun hole. There's the green for 7. I just finished up. I boged again, so I got 2 bogues now, but that's okay. I'm gonna swing around here, and 7 is up over the water. It's about 160 yards for me, it says, from white. But look how wet it is down there. Boy, if I'm not gonna get on the green or near it, you know, that second shot could be evil. So we want to make sure that we get enough lift to get up there. 160 with it being slightly elevated. Ooh, man, I don't know if I can get my 7 that far. I may have to hit a 6 and pray. All right, here we go. Well, there's the tee box for hole 7, par 3. And I've hit across the water. And I've got myself, it looks like embedded. I don't know if it's embedded, but it's sitting right down here on the bank. I was a little short. So I'm obviously going to have to pitch up. But the green is, again, all these greens are good. And most of them are fairly flat. You can see that. And they're extensive. So even though this is a difficult par 3 and you're hitting from white roughly 160, 165 to get it over here, you still have a nice large green to land on. By the way, there is absolutely no one here. It's as if I own this course. I'm the only one here. It's quiet. I'm taking my time. I'm completing 7, and then I will go to 8, which is right up the hill there when I get done here at 7. Here's the view from the top of hole 7, that par 3 I just completed. So we're going to slightly slide to the left here and work our way up to what appears to be a par 4, about 390 from white. And it looks pretty much straight. It is straight ahead. I can see the green in the distance up on top of that hill. Let's see if I can kind of zoom in a little so you can see. You can see the flag right there. So pretty much straight ahead. It's a fun little course. It's not super difficult. The greens are playing well. They're fairly flat, so this would be a great course to get yourself, you know, develop your skills and refine your skills. All right, this is hole 8, par 4. Now looking back down hole 8, I'm up here on the green, and you can see, like I said, it's pretty straight ahead, not too awfully far. I was able to reach in 2. In fact, I'm kind of on the back edge there. So I've got quite a dandy little putt, but you know, maybe I can get close and par it. It'd be nice, get back on the par train. As you came up that hill to get to hole 8, you swing around here and you're going in the same direction but the opposite way. And this is hole 9, so we'll be going downhill this time. This is considered the easiest hole on the course, so it's straight ahead. It's a par 4. It's 422 yards for me. But again, it's pretty much straight ahead. So if we can get our drive into that fairway, it's somewhat narrow, but we can get down there, then hopefully we can par this. We 3-putted a bogey on the last hole, so I need a par. Here I am on the green of 9. And again, it's a pretty good sized green. I'm not real sure why they think this is the easiest hole. It took me, well, let's see, 1, 2, yeah. It took me 3 to get to the edge over there, so I'm going to be lucky to bogey this. But my drive, I got tucked in behind a tree and had to kind of punch out a little bit, so it's kind of understandable. But this is the green at 9, so, you know, this is, you know, I know yesterday at Willow, that's a nice little municipal, But this course is a gem. It's an absolute gem. So I definitely will be back. It's located roughly just outside of Mountain Grove, about 3 miles on the Weir Motors exit. Those of you locally know where that's at. So, and it's just about half a mile from the road. So it's real easy to get to. And as you can see from these holes, it's a beautiful, beautiful course. So I definitely will be back. I shot a 5 over on the front 9.